All right, y'all. Quiz review. Which of the following points lies on the inverse? Okay. Now look. If you have an inverse of the graph, then we need to take this graph, turn it into a table. So let's get the table. Right? So this point is -1, -2, 0, 0, and then 1, 2. Okay. Now, this looks like it could be an answer, but that is the original. This is the original table. So, not this original. Okay. What do we need to do? We need to get the inverse. So what do we do with x and y? We switch them. So -1, -2 is now -2, -1. 0, 0, 2, 1. Okay. Now, on this inverse table, is -2, -1 on here? No. Is 0, 0 on here? No. Is 2, 1 on there? The answer is yes. That is on the inverse of the graph. It is not asking which point is on the original. No, it's asking on the inverse. You must flip, or I should say switch, x and y for an inverse. Okay. Number 2, find the inverse of the function. Step 1, f of x becomes a y. Step 2, switch x and y. So it's x equals y plus 3. Step 3, solve for y. So how do I get y by itself? Get rid of a plus 3 by doing the opposite. Minus 3. Minus 3. X minus 3 equals y. And then you switch it and rewrite it as f inverse x equals x minus 3. Cool. So it's opposite, okay? So what do? You switch x and y again, and then you solve, okay? That's pretty much what you're doing. Same thing here, find the inverse, so f of x turns into y. And then what do I do with x and y? Well, again, I switch x and y. So I have x equals 2y minus 5. If I'm going to solve for y, do I get rid of the 2 or the minus 5 first? And the answer is minus 5. The opposite of the loner, minus 5, is plus 5 plus 5. X plus 5 is x plus 5. That equals, bring down 2y. And your last step to get rid of this 2, divide by 2. Divide the whole thing by 2. And your final answer is f inverse x, the x plus 5 on top, divided by 2 on the bottom, gives you letter A. Okay, so, switch x and y and solve for this, switch x and y and solve for this. Cool. Number 4, inverse of the table. So if I take this table and I find the inverse, okay, my new x and y is going to be switched around. So instead of 6, 7, it's going to be 7, 6. Instead of 5, 0, it's 0, 5. And instead of -8, 10, it's -10, -8. All right. So which one matches? Well, I think it's supposed to be a negative 10 on these. Put a negative on all these 10s. Okay, there's a typo. And the one that matches the best is the flip version. Okay. So the typo is negative 10. Okay. So none of the other ones do it correctly. So that's it. All right. You're just switching. You're not changing any signs. Inverse graph. So once again, you've got this point and you've got this point. So and then you got this point. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. My original x and y, negative 1, 0, 1, negative 3, 2, and 7. So the inverse, I'm going to switch x and y. So now it's negative 3, negative 1, 2, 0, 7, 1. So what would that look like? Negative 3, negative 1, 2, 0, 7, 1. It's going to look like this. Okay, so which one looks the most like that so far? So let's pick the x-intercept, 2, 0. Which one has 2, 0? Not this one. Yes, this one. Not this one. Not this one, technically. Okay, so, but if you want to double check that last one, what about negative 3, negative 1? Negative 3, negative 1. That's not on this one. So it can't be there, can't be there, can't be there. It's got to be B. Okay, negative 3, negative 1. And then, yeah. All right. Oh, sorry, 7, 1. You know how it is. All right. That's your quiz. So again, you're just switching X and Y. Do your best, please.